welcome back to the Pac-Man special. It's your boy Pac-Man back at it again with some commentary gameplay for OPO2. We got the Whitebeard mirror. This is Strawbeard versus Moby Dick Whitebeard, and this was the finals matchup that we had at my locals. And as you guys know from the previous videos, I've been doing all three with like my whole matchup of Whitebeards, but I do have some other gameplay. I got a Z deck profile from this past weekend who went undefeated at locals, so I just wanted to bring you the final battle of the Whitebeard matchup and that locals run from OPO2. If you're new here, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. If you're old, like, comment, subscribe. You know, we're just trying to get myself back in the algorithm. Just hit the thumbs up on the button for me, and I would greatly appreciate it. So let's dive into the matchup. I went second, he chose to go first. We both rolled fives in the beginning, but it's a typical, you know, it's kind of like setup. So I saw Moby Dick in my opening hand, kept it, played it immediately. So once I get down to 1 life, it'll be active. He goes ahead and doesn't have anything to play turn 1 or 2, and he swings 8 at my 6. I take the hit. I go ahead and play Moby Dick, swing 6, he combos a card, and I play a 4 cost. So we're trying to establish board here, control his board, and deal damage at the same time. So it goes on to his turn. He's thinking, he swings 6. I out combo this, I believe, yep, for 7. And then he taps 5s and plays his king do, so he got his 5-7 on board. So now it's time to like try to control board. We do want to get that 5-7 off board, but we still need to go ahead and try to poke damage while he's tapped out, or make him use cards out of his hand. So I go ahead and swing, nope, I take it back. So I have 6 Dawn, and I got a couple of plays in my hand. We're just trying to map out the line to where we can do this the correct way. So I go 7 with my 4K to make him give me a 2K, and he does. Then we go ahead and swing 6 at his face, and he is going to decide, oh, he actually had to get up and go. But this is my guy Kevin. Kevin was playing Strawbeard that day. So he out combos the 7. I go ahead and play Marco, go down to 2. And the reason why I decided to play Marco is because of the simple fact that now that I'm at 2 life, Marco the Phoenix effect will be live. So if I block, it KOs, it comes back and rests. So that's something that's actually pretty cool. One thing about Marco is you got to be careful with it, because if you block too soon, then your leader just becomes a 5K leader, and they're just going to keep swinging at it, and you either going to pitch a Whitebeard card to bring it back, or you just let it die. So he goes and swings 6, I out combo for 7, and then I'm trying to get him to commit his 7K body here to where it's turned sideways. Marco's there to protect my 6K. Me knowing that he is Rushbeard is going to determine whether or not how aggressive he can go. I did see that looks like he drew a Luffy early on, so he does have a Rush Luffy in hand, and he's just trying to map out his turn. So he goes and swings 8. I block. I bring Marco back, and now he has to decide what's his next plan. Is he going to establish another body, or is he going to play Rush Luffy? He plays Rush Luffy. Rush Luffy is a 6. He's going to decide either to swing face or at my board. If he swings face, I'm going to out combo. Even if he swings at my battle card, I can out combo because he left 1 Dawn up, and yep, that's what I do. I get 2K. So we pass turn. He takes his life. He's down to 2. I'm down to 2. And I'm only at 8, so I don't get to play Whitebeard first. He does, since he's gonna go to 9. I'm not sure if he plays that next turn, but I have to deal with this board this turn. So this whole turn is basically dealing with this board. I go ahead and minus King Do to a 5, and I swing 8 into the 5. And I probably should have minus the Luffy instead, since the Luffy has rush and the ability to be unblockable. He goes ahead and gives me the Radical Beam. I go ahead and swing 8 again at the King Do. He lets it die, and I take a life, and I pass turn. Now I'm down to 1. He still has a Luffy. So I definitely misplayed there. The play should have been to get rid of Luffy and not worry about the 7K, only due to the simple fact that it has that ability. He swings with Luffy, I guard point. Now he has 9 Don. He basically telegraphs that he has the Whitebeard, and then he swings 8. I go ahead and guard point again. So now he has his Whitebeard, and like I said, he was on curve first, so he got to see his Whitebeard. He didn't have to take a life because of Whitebeard, so he got 2 life, and now it's at a critical point. So now that I'm at 1, Moby Dick's live, and all my battle cards have plus 2k that are the Whitebeard Pirates trait. So that's actually pretty cool. I go ahead and slap down my Whitebeard. My leader becomes a 10k now because 2k from Whitebeard and then 2k from Moby Dick. I go ahead and swing 8 at his 6 to his Luffy because there's no point in swinging at his leader right now because his leader's at 8k. So 8 to the 6, either he's gonna try to protect the Luffy or he's gonna let it die. So he's thinking, and I'm not sure what he's gonna do. Him probably saving the Luffy is beneficial, and he does because he needs the body. So I'm like, all right, cool. Well, let's swing 10 at the Luffy. Give me more cards. He lets it die. So past turn, I don't take my last life, and now I just have to be able to survive. So we held up the blocker because he's gonna have 2 swings. Now I'm not sure if he was running ace or not. I can't remember. But if he plays the ace here, then we're kind of in a little bit of trouble because ace minus Marco then die if he swings with Newgate first. And then he can kind of like clear my board a little bit, getting rid of Marco and getting rid of my 6k battle card. So we don't want that to happen. But he's planning out his turn here. My main goal was to kind of like diminish his hand as well as him do the same thing for me. He thought Moby Dick was still alive, so I actually took the dice off it so he didn't confuse him. So I kept the dice on my leader because I do keep the 2k from the Whitebeard that I played. And now we're just at a kind of like a little bit of a stalemate because he's gonna have to invest 2 Don into Newgate to kind of probably clear my Otama, or play an Otama of his own or a squad or something to neg my board to where he can get real big rewarded, or really rewarded just for swinging with the Newgate for 12, and then minus in some KOing something 3k or less on my side. So I'm not sure where he was putting his 2 Don. I would assume it's for the Whitebeard character and not the leader swing, so he has to decide on what his next step is. But just in general, I went to 10 Don. I have 1 Don, so I'm presenting that I have Radical Beam, which is very telegraphed. Whitebeard's pretty much telegraphed for the most part. You just want to play on curve, get your bodies out, and amass a big hand. The mirror matches are always fun. I always consider mirror matches the hardest matchup that you'll ever face in any game, even if the deck is a bad matchup, because your mirror match is going to be the ability who's has the most reps with the deck, who's played the deck the most, as well as, can you skill gap them. But this was a super intense battle, and we both went down to the wire. We both got rid of each other's hand. As you can tell, I only have 2 cards left in hand, and he has a way bigger hand. He goes ahead and swings 10. I go ahead and Radical Beam and guard point out of it. I'm sorry. He swung at my character, because Radical Beam gives me 4 and then the 2k. Yep. So I go ahead and keep my card here because I need attackers for the next turn, because I know he's going to take a life. He drops Rush Luffy, and he's going to go ahead and swing 8. I don't have enough counter in my hand, so now I'm down to 2 cards, and he got rid of my attacker. So he's at 1 life. He has a Newgate on board. I need to get rid of his Newgate, and I need to get rid of Luffy. So we're going to try to figure out how we can do this. So I go ahead and swing. Nope, I take it back. I swing 8 because I got the 2k pump. Swing 8 at leader. So it looks like I'm going to try to go for game here. So I swing 8 at the leader. He gives me 2 cards. And I believe one of those was an Otama, which actually comes into play here. So now I've got a 12k and a 8k leader due to Moby Dick. He's got 3 cards in hand, and I have presenting 3 swings. So he has a couple of choices here. Well, me having a couple of choices is the fact that he's presenting 1 Dawn, which is showing that he has a Radical Beam or guard point. So I have to take that into consideration. Since Moby Dick pumped both Whitebeard, the leader, and character, I'm thinking about swinging with this Otama. This Otama is a 0K, and if I swing with it, it's gonna give me, you know, basically a 6K, which makes it go even. And that'll leave me with 3 Dawn left. So I can go 6 here. I go 6, and he gives me a 1K counter. Now he has 2 cards in hand. I can count this up. So I'm like, all right, cool, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I'm like, okay, my leader's 8. I got 3 Dawn. We just either need to split the Dawn or put it all on Newgate. So I go 11, because if he has the 4 and a 2, that's 12. And he's like, yep, I gotta take it. And I'm like, if you got the counter power, you got the counter power. And he didn't have enough, so he can only get 2 to 12. So that just shows why Moby Dick got banned in the East, because my board just instantly gets 2 extra Dawn. Me and Kevin went down to the wire, man. We talked about our plays here, and him pitch combo and the Otama is what we talk about, because he could have probably used the Otama to get rid of something on my board and then just kind of like clear board instead of, you know, doing other things. But that's neither here nor there. If you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Remember, if anybody got a problem with you, tell them to kiss your ears, because that's what I do. Peace, love, happiness. We out of here. Gone.